So what is this for, Bobby?
So these slips here, these are, if you were protecting the castle, you'd have a long bow.
Yeah.
That's why it's slit like that. And it's wide, so that you'd get your long bow. If you saw the enemy coming, look back. It's also wide, so you could get down closer. You can turn this way and that way.
And then
if you were to go down a little bit more, I'm not going to go down.
Don't
but
go
when you
down
get closer to it, you can just pick your bow out, look this way, but that way.
That's so cool. But only one person can shoot at a time.
One person can shoot,
yeah.
And also sometimes you get red hot. Well, you'd melt tar. And if people would put ladders or trying to get up, you'd tip the tar out and it'd burn people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that's why they got them here. So it's, yeah.
Amazing.
Honey, tend to touch it. do it.
Ready, set, go.
2, 1. I did it. 2. Let's have a look.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Hi, good day from London. For today's video, we will be sharing with you our fun little summer trip to Whitstable, Dover Castle and Canterbury. The train journey from London Victoria to Chestfield and Swalecliffe station, where our Airbnb is located, takes about an hour and a half, and it is a pretty smooth journey. Thanks to the free Wi-Fi on board, I get to check my emails and do a little bit of work while traveling. Ian also enjoyed browsing on his phone to keep up with his football updates. After we got bored with our phones and laptop, we just relaxed and enjoyed the scenic views from our train window as we traveled across the English countryside. And voila! After an hour and a half, we have reached our destination. A convenient 12-minute walk from the station, and we have reached our Airbnb. It is a garden cabin that is inspired by the beach huts in the Pebble Beach of Whitstable. We are so amused as to how quiet the neighborhood is, so you can definitely look forward to peaceful mornings as you have your breakfast in the garden. And of course, here is an Airbnb tour. Starting off with this comfortable couch that can be converted into a bed for larger groups, or it can be a nook for boyfriends pretending to read a random book. Then here we have the dining table where you can have your breakfast, meals, or afternoon tea before you head out to explore the beach or the town. While on this little corner is the kitchenette, where you have a fridge, microwave, toaster, and an electric kettle to make yourself a cup of coffee or tea in the morning. Thanks to our lovely host, they gave us free milk and biscuits. Now you may be wondering, but where's the bedroom? Here you go, my friends, the stairway to the bedroom. It is a loft type cabin, so the bed is up here. Lastly, here's the bathroom. It's clean with a toilet and a hot and cold shower. I've added a link of this Airbnb in the description. If you have questions, feel free to add them in the comment section. Check-in, done. Freshening up, done. Off we go to explore. Cheers! But first, a late lunch here. Crispy and spicy calamari for starters, burger and chips for me just because, well, I'm on holiday, and a mackerel fillet for Ian. This place is called the Royal Pub close to the Tankerton beach. We enjoyed our yummy lunch here with a view of the sea. After our much-needed belly-filling meal, we decided to walk across the streets so we can just sit on a bench, relax, take some selfies, and people watch at the Tankerton beach. If there's something I'm really looking forward to here in Whitstable, that's their oysters and these colorful, iconic, cute beach huts. Definitely one for the gram! Whitstable is such a slow-paced and a laid-back town. We just spent the rest of our afternoon walking along the beach while enjoying the sea breeze. Our next stop is such a hidden gem in Whitstable. Shout out to our friend Emily for recommending this place. Welcome to the Lobster Shack, where fresh seafood meets the fiery sunset. We're so lucky we got a table in the dock with a calming view of the sea and the beautiful fiery sunset, even though we didn't book a reservation. Just look at how dreamy our view is while we are waiting for our order. I mean, look at that. How pretty is that sunset? And of course, we ordered what we came here for. A platter of oysters, paired with our favorite cider and beer. Whitstable is a seaside town in Kent, the southeastern region of England. It is famous for their native oysters, which they have started harvesting since the Roman times. I love my oyster with drops of lemon and with the vinegar and shallots. The oysters and other seafood that they serve here are very fresh and flavorful because they're straight from the sea. In fact, there's the boat with new deliveries. This is definitely one of my most memorable seafood dining experiences. That sunset right there is a winner. Our day 2 started with a breakfast at the cabin. We had our coffee and a bag of pain au chocolat from Tesco and then jumped on a bus to the next place in our itinerary. We traveled from Whitstable to Canterbury, then took another bus from Canterbury to Dover Castle. Do purchase a day bus pass as it is cheaper and it covers all your bus fares for the entire day. It took us an hour and a half to get to Dover Castle. Be prepared for an uphill walk to the castle, so do bring a bottle of water with you to keep you hydrated. Dover Castle is a position of strategic importance throughout history. It commands on a cliff top along the Strait of Dover, the shortest sea crossing between England and the continental Europe. The present-day castle was built by King Henry II in the 12th century. Over the next 800 years, the structure, forts, and tunnels have been utilized for different types of warfare during medieval times and both world wars, for only one reason, that is to protect England from invasions. Just by looking at it, it makes me wonder what this castle is like in all its glory during the medieval times, especially when we saw these people in medieval costumes walking around the grounds of the castle. Upon entering the castle, we were greeted by royal banners and we were fascinated as we explored the rooms and halls of the castle. It gave us a feel of how kings and queens lived during the medieval times. highlight of this trip for me is seeing the royal apartments. It's pretty cool to see the rooms and the bright colored furnitures that seem to be basic in functionality, yet grand at the same time when it comes to design. This dining hall must have witnessed a lot of feasts and celebrations. It's like a set from a movie. Ian enjoyed checking out the armory, where all the weapons, shields, and protective gears are kept. They are of actual size and weight of what they used in the medieval times. And just wow, all of the weapons are very heavy. We also went all the way to the top of the castle to see the lovely view of the Dover Strait and where France is visible from a distance on a bright day. If you are planning a trip to Dover Castle, we recommend coming here early because some exhibitions are closed by midday. Just like the World War II tunnels that were used for the Operation Dynamo, the mass evacuation of troops from Dunkirk. Unfortunately, as much as we wanted to explore the World War II tunnels, we missed it because we were there at 2 p.m. So if that is something of interest to you, please go early to allow you more time to see everything and to make the most out of your entrance fee. After touring Dover Castle, we traveled back to Whitstable and we loved Lobster Shack so much, we went back for seconds and ordered this seafood platter for dinner. On our last day, we decided to fit in a lot of places in our itinerary. We spent our morning in Whitstable Castle. There is a cafe so you can grab a lovely breakfast or an afternoon tea in their Orangery. We also watched people playing balls, which is very quintessentially British. Then we headed to the Whitstable Harbour Market to buy some souvenirs. I got a really cute ref magnet here. We walked a few minutes to reach the town of Whitstable, which is filled with a lot of independent shops. We also didn't want to miss the pretty iconic Wheeler's Oyster Bar. We grabbed a quick lunch here while we waited for the bus heading to Canterbury, and we loved the calamari and the Korean king prawn that we ordered. Both the seafood and the salad tasted so fresh, we highly recommend it. After munching on our tasty lunch, we then jumped on a bus to go to Canterbury. After a half an hour bus travel, we have reached the beautiful town of Canterbury. It is definitely worth a visit. I am super mesmerized because it is such a charming town. I specifically love the Westgate Gardens because it is like a place straight out of a fairy tale book with all the flowers and the glistening crystal clear water of the river. Definitely an Instagram heaven.
Hello, Ian here. You may remember me from my archery lesson earlier. So next up is Canterbury Cathedral, which was founded in 597 AD. It is a World Heritage Site and is the oldest cathedral in England. It has a rich history that has seen some of the most important events in Western Europe and is notable as the place that the Archbishop of Canterbury at the time, Thomas Becket, was murdered in 1170. Once a close friend of the king, Thomas was appointed as the Archbishop of Canterbury to help the king gain more control. However, Becket took his role seriously and became more religious, thus defying the king, resulting in his disobedience to the crown. The king had years of disagreements with Thomas Becket. Some say the king ordered his knights to kill Becket, but after the murder, the king claimed it was a misunderstanding as a result of an outburst and he never meant for the archbishop to be killed. Me and Anna wanted to find the shrine to Thomas Becket, where the murder took place within the cathedral. We searched, but we couldn't find it quite as easily as the knights did. We only found the candle where his original shrine was.
To cap off our little summer getaway, we went punting via the river's tower. This is a nice and a relaxing activity here in Canterbury, and very educational too, because the river guides will share stories and facts about the town of Canterbury. We recommend for you to book your ticket to this activity in advance before coming here, because they can get fully booked all day, especially during summer. This is a nice way to end a trip. We felt very relaxed and safe all throughout the tour. We hope that we have shared some useful information about traveling to Whitstable, Dover Castle, and Canterbury. You can take inspiration from our itinerary, which I have included in the description of this video. And if this vlog made you smile and inspired you on your next getaway, please do like and subscribe so we can continue sharing our experiences with you. Feel free to ask us questions via the comments section and we'd happily chat with you. Till the next vlog, love from London, Anna and Ian.
And let me kill it, because
Don't kill it.
biting little shit. No, puppy, it bites, Baby, it's running around.